Hey boys and girls, this is just a quick video to show you how to make our ornament. And anytime while you're working on this, you can stop and pause it. And I've sent a picture to your parents already to give them an idea and remind, but we had to change a few things because of how much ribbon and what type of materials we had. So the first thing you need to do is get everything out of your baggie. Keep your baggie because you're going to need this again for when you turn it in. You should have like a little star, a cinnamon stick with like a hanger for it, so that will be the top. And then you should have 3 different types of ribbon. Some, I just randomly put them in. Some have green, some have red, some have green and red, so it's just different kinds. And so we were only able to get 3 per person with what rolls I had. So what you would do is on the table, you wanted the star to be later, so put it to the side. And so we'll focus on working with the stick. Now, on the bottom, I don't have it on this one, but you should find where I wrote your name, and then I put RN, and I put 1 if you're in my first grade group, and I put a 2 if you're in my second grade group. That's so when we take it back off the tree, that we can give it back to you to take home. And we'll know whose is whose. So the first thing to do is just choose which one, kind of think about which type of ribbon you want to have be at the top, which in the middle, and which at the bottom. And so start with the one you want to have at the top, and I'll take these other 2 away and lay them to the side. And you want to lay it, turn it over to the back side facing up, okay? And then you want to look at your cinnamon stick. And there's a side that's always a little bit flatter than the others. You want to lay the flat side down. That makes it easier for it to stay still while you're working with it. And you want to try to lay it where it's halfway right in the middle. You got half on one side, half on the other of your ribbon. And then very carefully, you want to take your ribbon and you want to tie it around the cinnamon stick. And if things move, that's okay. It comes up a little bit, that's all right. And you can adjust it. And then don't get it too tight right now because we want to be able to slide it up and down to make sure things work. So just get it on there tied near the top, and then lay it back down on that flat side again. Then take the one ribbon you wanted to be in the middle and turn it with the picture side. It's like a picture side, the side with the snowflakes or whatever's on it facing down, and the back side's up. Then lay your cinnamon stick down like that. Find the halfway point. I bring it up like that and match them up. Now I know about halfway. And then tie this one. You want to make sure your knots, but all your ribbons are at the same place on this, okay? You don't have to get it too tight yet. We'll fix that a little bit later. All right, then get your third one and make sure you lay it with the picture side down and you're on the back side of it facing up. Find the halfway point of it and tie it on. And see, I had a little problem here. It slipped off. That's okay. I kind of hold it with my fingers and slide it back on. And then tighten it up. Okay. So now we're at the point you want to kind of tighten and adjust the ribbon to where the front side's facing the front on all of them. I'm finding this is the hardest part because these were not the kind of ribbons were the best ones to do this project. But this was all I could find to do this once I figured out what we were going to do. It'll look pretty. Now, the thing about this is I had to make the ribbons long enough that you could actually work with them and tie them, but they're actually too long for it to look right. It kind of looks like a wild thing right here. So I've done a couple of other ones. Now this one I did with more ribbon than what we have. And see how I cut them a little bit shorter and they look a little bit better. This was in a bag, so it kind of got crimped up a little bit. And then here's one where I did a whole bunch on it. I know in the other examples I found online, they made them look like a Christmas tree, but with this kind of ribbon, it's not going to work like that. So the next step is to kind of think about how long you want these ribbons to be and get scissors and trim them off. And I've got to get up and get a pair of scissors because I'm in the classroom today and I have them right here and I can't put them back. So give me a moment to go get my scissors. Okay, so I think about how long I want them to be, and I'm probably going to I'll start out about halfway the length of this and see how it looks. Trim it off. Do it on both sides. Okay, let's take a look at it, and you can adjust it, tighten up your knots a little bit, and it'll make it stay better. And that looks a little bit better right there. Okay, and so this will hang on the tree. So I'm going to slide this down. We want to have a little bit of the top of your cinnamon stick showing right here, because the next step you need to attach the star on it. So all the stars should have a peel back sticky part. Now I don't know how good this sticky works. So if you put it on and it doesn't act like it's wanting to stay, if you have glue at home, you can glue it on, especially if you've got a hot glue gun, if a parent can do that, because that's what I did to get your hanger to put on it. And so this is supposed to kind of look like a little tree. And I know with 3 ribbons it doesn't look exactly like it, but it still looks like a pretty ornament hanging on the tree. So like if this was hanging on the tree, these are going to be really pretty and they're going to smell good too. So once you've got it done and everything looks like how you'd like for it to be, very carefully put it back into your bag, close it up, and turn it into the orange tub, and we'll get it on our school tree. And I'll try to come in one day and make a picture and show some of you where they are on the tree. I think we're going to have the prettiest ornaments on there. Everybody have a great day, do a great job, and then when we're taking them down, we're going to keep these bags and we'll put them back in the bag, and I'll let you know when you can come back and pick them up, and then you can take them home and have them for your tree at home and keep them for a long time. And this not necessarily could be an ornament for Christmas. This would be something you could hang up and make a room smell good. So have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.